Hello, and welcome back to the Portland Myofascial Release Self-Care Series. Today, I'm going to show you how to work on stretching your posterior chain from your lower back down through your hips, hamstrings, down the back of your knee, through the calf, Achilles, and on through the foot. You'll also be stretching out your ankles as well. I like to use the wall and the floor, and we're going to start just with your back against a wall. Instead of sitting on the couch or in a chair one day, just put your back to the wall. Try to get it as close as you can comfortably. And you'll feel that stretch perhaps. I feel it in the back of my hamstrings. You may feel it in the back of your knee or your calf. If this stretch becomes too intense, ease it up, bend your knees perhaps. Some of our posterior chains are quite tight from sitting on couches and chairs instead of sitting like this on the floor. If this is really easy for you, you can get a strap. You can get these, you can find them on the internet, and we're just gonna use a strap. You may even just use a long belt or a sash, whatever you have at home. And you can pull in on your feet. Kind of work that up a little bit to the upper part of your feet and pull back. And then feel. Can you feel that in your calves, in your feet, in the back of your knees, the hamstring, into the glutes perhaps? It's different on different people depending on where you're tight. If this becomes too intense or just as a variation, you can pull one leg in and just work on that one posterior chain. I like to call this a posterior chain. Some people call them fascial trains. It's this whole pathway so that we don't isolate muscles. I want you to think about this whole area, this whole region going from your low back, even on up to your upper back and mid back, coming all the way down and around and up under your foot. When you've found a good stretch, you may play with the ankle coming out or in, and then just pull back a little bit, not too much. I don't want you hurting. If you're hurting yourself, I want you to ease up. Feel that full stretch. If you're specifically trying to work on your hamstrings or your calf, you can use a therapy ball. We give all our patients a little therapy ball here on their first visit, and they can buy more if they want to. But you can put that, as long as you're not getting too much torque under the back of your knee, put that under your calf. You could also put it up under your hamstring. And then take time with it. That's what we forget to do in our go-go society. To take time and let the tissue melt. 3 to 5 minutes is a great amount of time each side to really let the tissue open up, let all your fascia begin to change and elongate. Now I'm going to vary this one more time. This allows some lymphatic drainage. I'm going to put my legs up the wall. The best way to do this is to sit with your butt against the wall and then just roll. I like to start just with my legs up against the wall, just like I had them along the floor. Get some good drainage of blood and lymph out of your legs. As adults, we so rarely get into inverted positions that it's good to look around, let our brain get used to this different position. I encourage you so many times in these videos to shake it up, to get into different movement patterns and different positions. And going upside down like this is a great way to do it. Now you can use that strap just like we did sitting down. You can either lasso your feet or bring a foot down, and then either together or one at a time, pull, Feel your hips settle down into the floor. You may, like me, have felt them up. Just let them settle down. Close your eyes. Feel into your entire body. So often I tell you to feel into your body. Get out of your head. See the world from your hips, from your legs, from your calves. When we quiet down, our body will tell us what it's feeling, what it's experiencing. If you want to modify this, just like we did, sitting with the back against the wall, you can bring a leg down, either like this, out to the side. This becomes a good little hip stretch as well. Or you can bring it up like this. And then you can just do one at a time. This gives you some opportunity to really work on the ankle, turning it in or out as it needs. Feel how that varies on the knee and on the ankle. You've got some peroneal muscles here on the outside that get very tight. You may work on those as well by bringing the foot in like this. The posterior chain. And when you've gotten that stretched, you can look at some of our other videos for hip flexors, which is essentially the anterior chain. Well, thanks for checking us out today at Portland Myofascial Release. I look forward to seeing you here in the clinic sometime soon. Take care.